routine. I've been going through a lot of these books that I looked at books that would help with self improvement and good books to do if you want to be a life coach and basically at home programs to better yourself. And the book I'm in the middle of right now, which is The Values Factor, he says something that just rang so true to me. It's about the different types of stress, and I don't remember exactly the words he said, but basically there was two types of stress. There was me stress and distress. And my whole life I just saw my parents, the way they lived, and how stressed they were, and how little time they had for us as kids. Because in my perspective at the time was they were choosing work over us. And in their perspective, I'm sure there's I'm providing for my family, and that gives me value and purpose. Obviously, as a kid, don't understand those things. You just want to be around your parents, and when they seem to choose other things over you, that just hurts and sucks. And growing up, I was just I don't want to do what they do. I don't want to have that stressful life. I don't want to just live for others. And yeah, and I cut my hair. Isn't that shit crazy? Shit's crazy. But basically, his whole thing was you can't avoid stress in life. And I've been just trying to avoid stress in life. But he made it very clear there's two types of stress. The me stress is something that's inspiring and challenging to you, like what I've been doing. It's hard, it's stressful, but it's purpose driven. And the distress, it's just this. That's the kind of stress I didn't want. The stress of just having a overbearing boss who's breathing down your throat, meet deadlines, do this, do that. And I just really didn't want that type of stress growing up. I didn't want that to be part of my life like it was for my parents. I just kind of refused that. And that was kind of really eye-opening because there's been stressful points in my life, and the ones that I enjoyed were me stresses. Like the RV and getting it ready in time, figuring out all that stuff. That was stressful, but it was so fulfilling and so exciting. And then he had another really good point about the balance between challenge and support for a partner in a relationship is you need to challenge each other but also be supportive. And I just felt like growing up I was presented challenges but I was never given support. The challenges I wanted to do for myself, the things that really excited me, my parents would just shut down and be like, nope, ain't doing that, not happening. And so the only challenges that I felt support for were school related. And I hated school. So it was we just never lined up on those values. And they were just trying to get me to the next phase of life and what they thought would be a successful future for me. Even though I never displayed that's what I wanted to do, but that was the path in which people take to be successful in this country. Go to college, get a degree, go work for a corporation or the government. I didn't want to do either of those. I don't know, I just really want to find those me stresses, if that makes sense. I want to find the stresses that I'm okay with. Because life is stressful. And I think that's what's really been holding me back a lot of my life is this desire to avoid stress. And trying to avoid stress, I've created a more stressful life in some regards. You can't avoid the stress of life. Life is stressful, it's hard, there's going to be times that things are going your way, other times that they're not. That just really helped me understand why I am the way I am. I know that's kind of silly, but literally my whole life it was told my wife when we got together, I just don't want to do what my parents did. I don't want to live that kind of life. I didn't know what the alternative would look like or how to achieve that alternative, but I knew what I didn't want. And for years I've known what I didn't want, and it's been very hard to even try to go after what I did want. Like what I'm doing now, which is crazy because it's been something I wanted to do for 10 years, and this is so easy. I took it off the pedestal. I made it to be this thing that it isn't. I mean, I haven't done the editing yet. I haven't done any of that kind of stuff because I don't know how to do any of that. I'm going to have to learn all that. It's going to be kind of stressful. I'm giving myself a deadline when to post. That is a little stressful. but at the same time, it's exciting. It's fun. I'm really excited to learn these things that I don't know. And just to use that as excuse that I don't know how to do something, we're in the internet age. I can learn how to do all of it. It might take me time. It might be easier to go to a class and have someone there to step and walk me through every single step. But if you don't need that, I mean, if you can't afford that, I can't afford that. The internet has all the answers. Like, the paradigm of education that we have is old. The new paradigm is going to be so much different. And I'm very excited to do that, to jump into the deep unknown and create some me stresses. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a stressful time, but this is the most excited I've been about something since the RV that I'm doing for myself. I mean, we've had another baby that was really exciting and stressful. I mean, dealing with another dealing with 3 kids is it's a lot, but it's wonderful. But to actually do something for myself and my goals, I'm really excited about that. We'll see how it all unfolds, but I'm gonna get nowhere if I don't do anything. Day 19. It was a good day, I guess. Woke up early, got the kids going. Nothing special, just a day of work. But it's nice waking up early before work and just feeling that difference in the day. I am looking forward to continuing to do it. And, another day down. Day 20. It's weird. I'm really starting to notice, like, the changes. Like, this morning, my phone died last night at some point, and at 5:30, I was like, I think I should be up. And so I checked the time, and lo and behold, 5:30, I still woke up with enough time to get ready for work without that I'm late for work panic that I'm used to if that ever has happened in the past. So that was really cool. And today I went shopping with my friend Oliver and got some new clothes, and just like I just feel this change coming over me. Just the way I want to represent myself to the world. It's just different, and it's pretty exciting because I feel like I've had the same sort of style for the last like 10 years. The last time I would say I had a real big monumental identity shift was around like 21. And I remember going out buying all these clothes, and those were like the clothes I'd wear. And I feel the same sort of thing now. So it's really good to lean into that and just embrace it. Embrace what I'm feeling inside and just really going after it and honoring my essential self. I'm excited to keep pursuing it and to see what happens. Day 21. I'm pretty tired. Sunday's always just so hard with work and everything. But, in that book I'm reading, The Values Factor, there is a part today that was talking about labels and how damaging they could be. And I really feel that, being labeled, learning disabled, or whatever the hell when I was a kid had its benefits, got me out of a lot. But those labels, I still use them as a crutch. And it's such a fabric of my identity. This whole thing was like, problem is why you might struggle at school is because you're just not interested in what they're trying to teach you and how you can apply it to your highest value. And I completely agree with that. I don't see myself that way anymore. I don't see myself as having these issues. I've learned so much more out of school, and that makes so much more sense learning that, because it's just like I didn't care about those things. And it's hard to force yourself to care for so many years. Eventually, you just break. And, I was just doing it to make other people happy, basically. When you got good grades, my parents were proud of me. They gave me money. Like, that worked for a while, but, like, I just genuinely didn't care. And when you just do not care, of course you're not going to do well. Like, when you force yourself to keep putting yourself in that situation, something has to give. And no wonder I was so seriously depressed. And outside of school, I was able to be interested in something, go towards it, and continue to go towards it. And that was awesome. I've learned so much more from the self-directed learning than the classroom learning. I've taken some like community college classes of things I was interested in, like remodeling and stuff like that. And I really liked those classes. I had a lot of fun in them, and it makes a lot of sense to me that, of course, when things don't line up with my highest values, I'm going to struggle. But when I do line things up with my highest values, the struggle is there, but so much easier. Like it's worth it. It's worth the hard work and the effort. And I just need to keep reading that book and just really get down to what are my values, because that's never really been something I've thought about. And I need to put that front and center of my mind and really try to figure that out so I can curate my life to work for me, not against me. So I'm excited to continue to do that and continue to explore myself and just keep expanding and working and bettering my life. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, so why the hell live it on someone else's terms?